iFootage just introduced a new monopod, the Cobra 3.
This is a CineD Gear News video, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hi guys, I'm Johnny from CineD and I'm here with Jasper from iFootage. Jasper, how are you?
I'm all good, thank you, Johnny. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you very much. We are riding on the back of NAB in order to present your new monopod, the Cobra 3. But before we even start to talk about it, tell me a little bit about you. Are you a filmmaker? Are you from the marketing division? What is your position at iFootage?
So I'm a sales rep with iFootage. I have worked in and with cameras in the past.
I have to be completely honest with you. A monopod for me is a little bit not here and not there because it's obviously not a tripod. So I think you're always aiming to a very specific audience who might use it, but I have to say that iFootage is really trying hard to open the diversity. This Cobra 3 can be also a walking stick.
Yeah, it does extend out quite far, so I guess it could double up.
Really, jokes aside, let's talk about the product itself. So the previous one was the Cobra 2. What are the main differences between the older version and the new one?
Yeah, so the Cobra 2 was a great success, but we had a lot of feedback from iFootage customers. Some wanted the ball feet and some wanted a different sort of thing, which was the pedal lock system. So if I can show you that, that's the new pedal lock system there. So see, you can twist around and then lock it in again. And that, it's just much easier for capturing, again, those split-second moments where you may be at an event or you're out in nature trying to capture something and you really need that eighth of a second or something like that to capture what's going on. We also have a couple of versions where they have a twist lock mechanism. So if I can show you on that, this one's got twist lock mechanism compared to the buckle lock there. So there's a couple of different options if you want to, again, be more comfortable with a twist lock and be able to capture things in a quicker way. It may not sound like much, but just that split-second difference, if you're working at an event, whether it's a wedding, an awards show, or you're out in nature capturing wildlife, it can make all the difference. And one of the things I love about this twist lock is that it doesn't come off. So I've had a big brand monopod before, which did have this, and I had an assistant working with me, and the thing just fell apart because they twisted this too far. With iFootage, it doesn't go further, so it's going to stay secure. So those are the main big differences, the locking mechanisms and the feet. I think it's slightly lighter as well with the Cobra 3s compared to the Cobra 2s, so it's just going to save you a bit of strain if you're out and about.
I think also the maximum height is different. If I'm not mistaken, the Cobra 2 was up to 1 meter and 20 centimeters, and this particular one can go all the way up to 1 meter 80.
Yep, so the Cobra 3 goes up to 180 centimeters. In particular with this model here, it's 181 with the pedal lock. And then of course, if you put on the K5 head or one of the ball heads, which I strongly recommend, then you're going to get just a bit extra height as well. And the great thing about the Cobra system as well, that it is all modular. So if you wanted to get even more height, which some people might do, you just take that off and then take another one off, and they do actually click in together. So you could get a lot more height than 180 centimeters just by putting them together.
Jasper, so there are actually 4 products in this new line. What are the main differences between them? Is it the material they're made of? Is it this locking mechanism or pedal that you talked about? Just so we understand it correctly.
So the main difference is that you've got aluminium alloy, and both of those have a flip lock and a twist lock as well, so the buckles or the twist lock. And then at the higher end of the monopod range, you've got carbon fiber, so nice and light and strong, perfect for when you're out and about. But it means that there's a good range of monopods, so say you even wanted to buy one at the higher end of pricing is your main one, and then one as a backup at the lower end, which was the alloy, then you can do that. Or it just means that it's more accessible to people to get into the range. So a content creator who's a bit unsure may start with the base model and then work their way up to the higher end model, which is carbon fiber, pedal lock, and has all the bells and whistles.
Jasper, for me, the two main important points in any monopod, first of all, is the stability. And I really want to know if this was even improved further with this model. And the other part is the quick release, which you mentioned before, but maybe you can elaborate a little bit more, because this is also always very nice to be able to move things faster. So let's talk first about stability. How stable and at the same time flexible this monopod is.
They are very stable. I've used them myself on events, things like that. And sometimes you shouldn't, but sometimes you have to just leave the camera there sitting for a moment while you go and grab something else. And I can say the legs on these are brilliant. The Cobra 2 was good, but these ones have been extended out. So they're even longer than before, which obviously means they're more stable. And yeah, I trust them wholeheartedly to hold the camera. They've got a 8-kilogram payload, so it's more than enough if you're using, you know, a DSLR or even sometimes a bit of a heavier camera, but up to 8 kilograms, you should be fine, or you will be fine.
And what about this quick release? What scenarios you can see people are using this?
So the quick release system is fantastic if you've got multiple cameras, or even you've got, you know, a big telephoto lens and you want to put one of the plates on that. So if I show you here, really simply twists out and then you can put it back in. And it's so nice and secure. You wouldn't think looking at it that it could be that secure, but you know, some quick release systems you see and you're a bit unsure, but this, like I said, 8-kilogram payload, it's not going anywhere. And it's a very simple movement to get it out. And as I mentioned before, the iFootage Cobra 3 system is modular. So even at the bottom, you've got the quick release. So that just pulls out like that. And then you can, one of my favorite things to do with this is then put that in there. And remember, if you've got a K5 head as well, or a ball head, the M30, anything like that, then you can have that on as well. And that makes a nice little desk setup. So if you're using your camera at some point as a webcam, you know, you want to up your game on Zoom calls, then it's perfect for that. And then also, you can put it like that and start carrying about. So if you're a content creator and you want to do a vlog, things like that, is wonderful for that. So yeah, the quick release system, top and bottom, works really well.
Jasper, how about pricing and availability?
So the monopods start from $129 US, and then they go up to $194 as well. So that's the lower end if you want the aluminium alloy versions, and then all the way up to the carbon fiber versions with the pedal foot as well. You can buy the bases separately, so if you wanted to do that, you know, add that onto a different one of your Cobra monopods, then you can do that because it's all modular. And yeah, that's the price range. So you've got a nice wide range if you want to get into it, the lower end, or you want to go straight for the nice, sturdy carbon fiber version.
If somebody is interested to get any of those monopods, where would be the best place to purchase it?
So if anyone wants to get the Cobra 3 monopod, then just head over to the iFootage website. That's going to give you the best chance of getting one that's available. The pedal models, they've got a mid-April dispatch time, so make sure you put your order in now.
Good. Jasper, anything else that I forgot to ask? You know, monopod is one of those things which is really easy in one way, but on the other hand, of course, it needs to work well.
I think just speaking from experience using the monopods, they seem like such a simple tool. And as Da Vinci once said, that's right, we're quoting Da Vinci now, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And iFootage, I think, have definitely got it right. They're such sturdy monopods, and if you're working in events, people running around, if you're working in wildlife, you know, uneven surfaces, you do not want your camera falling over. And I think investing in a good monopod is definitely worth it in the long run.
Okay, I guess you are from the marketing department.
No pressure.
Jasper, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And guys, thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.